I love new. I love new clothes, new ideas, new beginnings. I love the new year and just that feeling that comes with starting fresh. Today, I'm gonna clean out my closet because if I want new clothes, I have to make sure I make enough room for them. But just like my closet, I'm realizing I can't keep welcoming in new without first deciding which parts of the old have to go. In theory and in my closet, that should be really easy and obvious. But in real life, it's hard and it's complicated. I'm April Quast, the breath artist. I'm an artist and I'm a breathwork guide who loves new chapters and who wants women to really trust themselves enough to start fresh when it calls for them. Today, I'm putting my intuition and my decision making to the test as I clean out my closet and welcome in the new year. Are you ready to get started? The new year can't invite in the new without first cleaning out the old. I wanted to welcome in the new year with an already clean closet for December, but cleaning day didn't happen until mid-January. I've known for a while that my closet really needed this complete clean out, and I've also known that there are definitely items of clothing I don't wear. And yet I begin this process kind of holding on and not really feeling like there's anything I really want to get rid of yet. Energetically, I might be doing a little bit of this too. There's definitely a lot of new I want, but if I'm being honest, there is a certain amount of old that I really haven't wanted to part with. A few years ago, I read Marie Kondo's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I think I read it actually around the start of New Year's with the motivation of getting my home all cute and organized. I was ready for all the awesome tips and tricks, but my biggest takeaway from this book challenged my expectation. Cleaning, organizing, and tidying isn't about more storage bins or creative IKEA hacks to hide all your crap. It's about the art of living with less and only allowing the things to stay in your space that energetically support who you are now and who you're becoming next. Her method encourages you to work in categories, and since clothing is one category, every single shirt, sock, and dress needs to start in one pile. It really feels a bit overwhelming and maybe like it's unnecessary extra work, but trust me, this process makes a difference. The goal is to understand what really needs to go and what gets to stay, and when you can see everything laid out all at once, it's a lot easier to decide. Unfortunately, trying to energetically go through what I don't want anymore and weed out old habits, beliefs, and stories, it's so much harder. I can't just take everything I don't want and lay it out on the bed. It's more like finding that stray sock under the bed or the random sweatshirt you left in the car or the skirt that you technically own, but it's still at your friend's house. And then, there's that sock that fell behind the dryer, the one that obviously can be tossed, but you didn't even know it was there or that it needed discarding. Before stepping into the new year with new goals, new ambitions, I've got to really decide what's not going to follow me from the year before, because whatever stays in the closet is what I keep reaching for, even unconsciously. In the weeks leading up to this clean out, I found myself scanning the closet and asking what needs to go. I was trying to mentally prepare myself. Some items I'd look at with so much love and adoration, and I really just couldn't wait to wear it again, except the season wasn't right. Other things I love the idea of. They feel like me, but then when it comes time to actually dress for the event, they get passed up for something more conservative, something that doesn't make me stand out so much. I love dressing up, especially in the summer and the spring when it's warm and I can wear skirts and dresses. I dress up really regardless of the plan. Grocery store, coffee date, or my computer desk. If it's warm out, I pick cute. Oh my God, I love this one. I can't wait to wear it again. This one is such a favorite all the girls borrow it from me, and it makes it that much more special. Sometimes it's easy to justify that grocery store outfit because when somebody asks why I'm dressed up, I can just say, no occasion. I just like clothes. But going to a networking event or meeting, and especially with other women where first impressions really matter a lot, I notice myself really holding back. I trade the high heels for flip-flops or sneakers, and I make the outfit more casual. I just feel like I need to protect myself for some reason for showing up too flashy. I don't want people to think I'm trying to show off or overdress for the occasion. So as I'm cleaning out my closet, I'm trying to just genuinely ask myself, what are you going to actually wear? And this is really layered because there are at least 2 different Aprils answering this question. One's led by desire, the other one's led by self-protection. One is confident and ready to unapologetically show up. The other one is doubtful and wants to filter everything that she's willing to reveal. So what will I actually wear? As I get ready to set my goals for the year, and by the way, if you're watching this in early February, I'm still reflecting and writing those goals. I'm also trying to decide which wishes and dreams and goals all still fit, which ones aren't really mine, which ones am I not allowing myself to want, which ones am I making because I think I should, and which April is making all of these decisions. The first things to go were the easy items I knew I really didn't want to wear or I really didn't want. But then I noticed myself getting rid of things that I did wear. I remembered choosing those items because I felt the need to rotate them in like a stuffed animal tossed to the back of the closet, and I didn't want to hurt its feelings. I was wearing clothes because I felt like I owed it to them to be worn, and that's not the energy that I want to keep. I don't need to wear anything or do anything because of a nagging pull that says I should. And so even though some of these clothes were worn quite regularly, they still just needed to go. In the past, this process, the yes or no process, felt so much smoother. This fits me. This is my style. This is my brand. This one doesn't. Easy, keep it, toss. It was an easy decision. Not this time. I don't know if you guys are noticing, but that maybe pile is just growing and growing. Things that landed in the maybe pile were the items that maybe had meaning, but I would put it there because it had meaning to me, but maybe it didn't fit my style. I loved it, but I never actually had the guts or the occasion to wear it. Or I liked the item, but I didn't know if I liked it on me, or I loved it, but the season never felt right. So like I said, usually the yes, no, keep, toss process is pretty easy to do. Usually my gut is enough. And this time I really needed my body to get involved. So I decided that trying things on might let me feel how much of myself I was willing to stand in. And that's actually the same question I'm asking myself about the year ahead. I already knew most of the clothes that still fit me, but I needed a little bit more information to decide if they were actually comfortable to move and show up in. Look at this black top. It's such a perfect New Year's Eve top, but look at these sleeves. It is never warm enough for me to wear it in Connecticut for New Year's Eve. When it comes to deciding what we keep and what we release, it usually comes down to the stories we've made. I mean, who's to decide that this is a New Year's Eve top? Why not a midsummer night garden party? But I have this top and I really like it, and I don't wear it when it's warm enough because I made a story that it's for New Year's. It's wild how solid the stories become. They're really unbendable, rock solid in our own personal world. And yet to someone else living in a different world, they don't even make any sense. I know this clean out is about energy release, about shaking up those stories. I really want to empty the closet. I want to detach, but I really feel myself gripping. This has been actually a really hard clean out, and I'm definitely holding on, hesitating before I really let go of anything. Clothing, it's such an identity statement. Every item I put on is a fight between the identity I want to embrace and the one that fits the story I've made up about the others that will deem it acceptable. And what I'm realizing is one of the biggest deciding factors for which clothes to wear and which ones stay on the hanger is comfort. This is true for both the comfort of the clothes, temperature and the activity or whatever, but also my emotional comfort level. It's always more comfortable to not stand out than it is to make a statement. For example, I told you I love heels. I'm short. They make me feel tall, lean, and ready to strut. But who in reality really loves heels? Women are not supposed to love heels. They're not comfortable. So if you're wearing them, you must be showing off or trying to prove something. That's an interesting story, April. Where did you get that one? So almost every time I put on those heels, I admire my cute outfit, and then I choose the sensible shoe so I won't be judged. I need to find a way to clean out the crap without the stories, and especially since most of that crap we need to let go of is actually the stories themselves. And this is where, looking back, I realized that Marie Kondo's book had this nugget of information that is more valuable than gold. And it wasn't about cleansing or cleaning. It was about learning how to recognize your intuition. And she described it as the ting, that moment that your body knows, yes, I want to keep this. No, I no longer want this to be here. Your body knows the answer without the noise of the story, and your body knows the answer without the noise of your inner critic, and your body knows what's safe even when it's not comfortable. It's funny because it's been several weeks since I recorded this video, and now that I'm sitting down to edit it, I'm thinking of the bag of clothes that I gave away. And on at least 2 occasions, I've already jumped up and I've gone to check to see if I actually kept the thing. Most of them are actually still there. I made a decision and I felt good about it, and the item's still there. But one of the items I got rid of, I wish I didn't. I remember getting rid of it too. I said, this is so April-y. But someone had commented that it was a 2000s vibe, and I decided, well, maybe it's time to let it go. I did let it go, but it was an April-y shirt, and I think I really did want to keep it. I had a lot of fun trying on these clothes, and I really only spent the time on trying on just the maybes. So many of the maybes felt like yeses in the moment. And for that one shirt that I wish I listened, I know that it was a lesson to trust myself. I went into this exercise thinking that success was going to mean letting go of as much as I could. Honestly, I donated those bags way before I came to the realization that newness that I'm trying to make room for might not actually have anything to do with what I tossed. I think I've made room for the newness just by exercising my ability to trust my decisions. The clarity that comes when I stop negotiating with myself and I listen, and my body knows before my mind gets involved. And this year, I've run out of room for the doubt and the second guessing. My body knows, I trust that, and that's the energy I'm bringing into this year.